So this is a little video just to share exactly what's going to happen at the Kundalini Innerdance 2-day retreat. I was just chatting to somebody and I was like, of course I need to make a video about this. So so the first day we are going to start with your solo journey, okay? Because you really want to integrate and experience this energy for yourself. If you've experienced it before, that's fine, but especially for people who have never done this work before. So you will lie down on your mat and it will just be me and my other amazing support facilitator who will be coming around and supporting your life force energy to activate your Kundalini to rise, all the clearings that need to happen so that that's possible. We will have an opening circle and a closing circle just for that experience. It's an opportunity to share your story and where you're coming from, and to hear everybody else's, to build this trust in the group so that you feel more and more comfortable to go deeper and deeper into surrender, into allowing, into being more and more fully yourself. Because in our everyday lives, of course, we're quite used to there being like judgment, fears, expectations, assumptions, but in this space I create a container where there's none of that. It's all about a compassionate presence and witnessing for you, for what and who you truly are. Not from here, but also from here, but from your embodied wisdom, from something deeper, to be able to emerge, to be seen, to be acknowledged, to start to be your true guide. So that'll be like the foundational practice that we'll do, and then I'm going to teach you to work in partners, to be able to support somebody else. Now, this is not for you to then go and give sessions or run workshops and things. Really, you need like a more focused, longer training for that. But why I offer this is because what I have learned over the years of offering this and experiencing this work is that really our presence in our embodied wisdom, whenever we are anchored in this frequency, that is the gift. That's the support for somebody else to feel safe and to feel seen and to feel celebrated so that we can all rise together in our power. So I will teach you some things that will help. And actually, yes, the main reason why I'm doing this is because it's almost the same practice to support somebody as it is to receive, because it's about letting go of the ego and coming deeper into your embodied truth. And I love to offer this because on the mat, whenever you're receiving solo, like that's really necessary and beautiful and empowering, but there's something about this interaction that it makes it almost like a playground where, as kids we play to learn. And so what we're doing is we're creating this safe playground for us to experience what it's like to actually stand in that deeper truth and power and only do what feels right. Is it right for me to place a hand over the heart chakra? Do I feel called to go to this person's feet or their head or where? And it's almost like to help us to trust ourselves more and more. And then we can maybe bring that more easily out into our everyday lives. So I find that to be a profound and effective practice for doing that, because really the main things that I am wanting to transmit to you in this retreat is safety, so that you can be free, so that you are empowered to actually be your own guide, to listen to the deeper wisdom that lies within you, and to move from the energy of the universe, of your unique expression of the universe, and what that truly is here to experience and to give as a gift. You know, we are the gift. We're the gift that we're here to give. So so we'll do some partner work. We'll do like some shorter little one-on-one things. We will then do some, like, half the group will be supporting, half the group will be receiving, and we'll switch it around. And so it gives you an opportunity to work with more people, to feel more energies of different people, to see how your system reacts with their system. And then we will also do another closing solo journey to help you to integrate that energy and receive more again. Because whenever we have an hour long, at least 1 hour to 1 hour 30, it's like in that time, then we move through so many different energies. You know, there's like a wave that the music is on that I'm playing. It's taking you through from like delta, theta, alpha, beta, back down and up and down again. And it takes you through like emotional centers, or like visuals and kind of mental awareness centers. It takes you through that embodied life force, even sexual or orgasmic energy can arise. And of course, in this work, we're not directly working with that. So if it arises, it's so welcome. But we're not actually going to be focusing on that. There'll be no nudity or anything like that, you know. But wow, you know, to allow this life force and this like bliss to flow through us. I mean, that's what we're here for, right? You know, we want to live blissful lives, so we've got to allow that. That's all part of our wholeness of who we really are. And that may or may not come up for you. And then, so that's day one. That's just day one, okay? So day two, then we'll actually go into working a bit more. I mean, we'll do another solo journey, and then we will go into working on the chakras. And I love to do this work because it helps us to see that we, you know, whenever you can get really stuck in life on a feeling, on an emotion, on an idea, and that causes you suffering because you can't let it go, or you want to control, or you feel like, but this is who I am. Well, I'm here to tell you, no, it isn't who you are. Your thoughts and feelings are not who you are. You are something much more amazing and mysterious beyond that. And we have the creative capacity to actually shift and move between emotions and frequencies, and find different ways of being with a situation that maybe we habitually react with anger, or we habitually freeze, or we interpret in a certain way. And I mean, even those, you know, reactions of anger and freeze are coming usually from an interpretation or from a trauma response because of the past. We're not actually here in the present moment. So what we're doing is we're actually tuning in to see that we can actually move through different ways of dealing with different situations. And again, it's a playground. It's your opportunity to try it out, to have fun, to explore, to experiment. And we, you know, like sometimes spirituality can seem like it's so, you know, serious, and it can be. And this is the play of life. Like, this is what we're here for, is the play of life. If you've heard of Maya, the illusion, it's the play of all possibility. And whenever we can actually tune into that, then everything becomes a lot easier. So what we're doing is we are practicing doing that and being that. And so yeah, we'll move through the chakras in different ways, using sound, using movement. We'll use the different elements that are generally known within the different chakras. Like, have you ever felt like you're just in a real like fiery, passionate mood, and you've got this kind of, you know, strength and speed and everything? And then there's other days where, or times even within the same day, where you're like, floaty, soft, you know, slow, like water. So it's like being able to embody and inhabit all of these energies helps us to be way more light with life, way more tuned into different possibilities and being creative, instead of getting stuck in the old habits and patterns which limit us and hold us back and don't allow us to be fully ourselves. So we'll do some work with that, and then, oh my God, I love it, we're going to end with a free flow experience. So you will have been working in partners in the day before, you will have been interacting with each other through these different chakras, and then we're going to have, and that's all, you know, very structured, then we're going to have this space where you get to truly play. And that might sound a bit scary, but actually it's, again, the way that we learn. And by that stage we will have built up such trust between all of us. You know, it's a very intimate gathering. We're only going to go 16 maximum. When I'm working solo, I prefer to work with 8 people, but I will go to 12. But I'm going to have another facilitator with me, supporting me, so that's why I'm opening it up to 16. And like for a 2-day, that can be incredible. So but at the same time, it's like we amplify each other's energy, but at the same time it's intimate enough that we get to know each other and we get to feel really safe. So you are there with other people who are also on this journey of vulnerability, of wanting to bring forth something that they maybe haven't been able to before, and that will be so deeply inspiring, because you get to see other people stepping up and being courageous, and that will also help you and you will help them, and we just, as I said before, rise together. So yes, we're going to have this free flow time where nobody is in a particular role of support or receiving, and it's just an opportunity for us to feel, what does this being that I am like want, or what naturally arises or emerges with this other being that I'm meeting. And that might be that I'm like opening to receive from them, or we're in like a kind of energy play together, or we both like have an emotional release of laughter, or we are on our own. And the thing that I really emphasize in all of my work is this is for you. Okay, this is about clearing out all those habits of people pleasing, of doing something for someone else. So this will help you, and you will experience what do you want in this situation. And if it's that you want to go and sit and witness, that is what I will be encouraging you to do. This is about stepping into our truth and our power. So, and our possibility, like, and I think like once we are even actually aware, so much of the time we're not even aware of what we really want. So how on earth can we actually communicate that to others, express it, live it, if we haven't actually been able to, stop and check in and tune in and have our energy open so that we have that guidance from a deeper wisdom than our ego mind, our conditioned mind that is entrenched in like familiar patterns that, although they're familiar, they might, and by familiar I actually mean like family, but also that familiarity of it's what we know, it doesn't mean that it's the best thing for us. So this is an opportunity to move past that. If you're ready to start to step into your truth in a deeper way, to step into your freedom, to play, explore, release, and step into the unknown mystery that you are, and to experience the power and the bliss of that, then this is for you. And I hope that that kind of gives a pretty coherent perspective on how it's going to be. If you've still got more questions, I'm here. Just reach out. Oh yes, and one other thing that this woman that I was talking to today was asking, like, what kind of people come? Is it people like that have done a lot of this work before? Is it people with like strong practices, yoga, meditation, or like is it for complete beginners? And actually my experience is usually most people will have had some kind of spiritual or self-development, like self-inquiry, coaching, therapy, practice before. But some people come to these workshops and retreats and it's their first step in. They've never done anything like this before, and it can be incredible. And I'm always blown away that people are like, yeah, that's the thing that I want to go to, where like people are going like, moving and having emotional release and everything. I'm just like, okay, because if you're called, you are called. And the beautiful thing about this work is you will only receive what you're ready for. Your system knows, our bodies, our beings are so deeply intelligent. If we can just let go of what we think should be happening from the mind, from the ego, and drop into what's actually here, and trust our bodies, trust our hearts. So if you are feeling called, if your heart is opening to this, then I call you to go to my website. I will leave the details below. I would love to meet you there. There's only a couple of spaces left for this retreat. And yeah, I warmly welcome you, and I can't wait to see who else shows up. So thank you so much for watching, and have a beautiful day, and I'll see you soon, I hope. Blessings.